Up, you guys? Welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna give you guys what I promised. We're gonna do some content on the V6. Torque converter, flex plate not connected, so it doesn't go into gear. That's my theory. Two are broken into the torque converter, the other one's missing, so I'm hoping that I could put one in there just to see if it, starts turning the torque converter, starts building up pressure, and we're able to make it move on its own. That's one of the biggest issues because I'm always alone here. The guys come once in a while here and there. So because I'm always alone, I can't push the truck up the driveway, right? So that's one of the issues. I haven't done any polishing the wheels, any tune-up, anything like that because it's always parked outside. And my street, they pass real fast. I don't want to risk getting hit or something. So that being said, right now I'm gonna go ahead and try it out, try to get it out of the way, see if it starts moving. And also it's a plus because I only spent $5 right now. I had to go to the store, my phone died, so I went to the store already. I picked up the torque converter bolts, $5 for 4, not bad. So I got 3 left over, correct? So I got 3 left over for me when I get the torque converter. I just want to make sure the transmission works, because the torque converter itself is almost the same price as that pick and pull buying the whole transmission with torque converter with a 1-year warranty. So it's just if or which one benefits me better right now is me trying out the transmission. If it makes it move, then we got some movement, then I could go buy a torque converter and the flex plate and slap it on, and I don't got to replace the transmission. Or if it doesn't move at all, I most likely just go get a transmission with a torque converter and a new flex plate, and then slap it on. So yeah, you guys, enough of me talking. We're gonna get started on it now. See, it's right here parked on the street, but hopefully get it running today, make it move up and down. So I started on that wheel, polishing it, because it used to look like this, but because it's in the street, you guys go McLaren, but I'm trying to show off and shit. So yeah, you guys, right now, let me set you guys up. I'm gonna jack it up, head in there, and pretty much go from there. I'll explain to you guys what I'm doing under there. I'll show you guys the torque converter, how it looks with the broken things. The flex plate, you can still see it there as well. So I'll record this like a little hole, you can kind of see. I'll try to show you guys the best I can. And yeah, well, basically just that. If I get it running, we're gonna see if we get it running. If not, then we know it's a transmission. Process of elimination, guys, always start off with the cheapest. So like I said, this V6 is a budget build, right? So we're not trying to spend a lot of money. I'm not trying to just go ahead and, let's say this is a scenario where you go ahead and buy your first truck, or it's given to you or whatever, right? So this is what the concept of the budget build is. It's a non-running truck. It starts everything, but it doesn't move. All right, worst case scenario is $300 down the drain on a new transmission, or it could be $5 on part numbers right there. Torque converter bolts. So hey guys, come with me. Let's see if we can get this thing running today. Hopefully, I mean, it's not gonna be like I'm gonna take it out on the freeway or something. It's gonna be holding on to bare life with one of these little bolts. But as long as I could put it in reverse and move it here, and then from there put it back into drive in there, then I know that because it doesn't move at all right now. Like, I go ahead, start it, put it in the gear, there's nothing, not even like wanting to crawl or nothing. It's so anybody has that issue is going to be this, most likely. So we're gonna put it in gear. If we could get it to move, right? I'll go get the torque converter and the flex plate, slap it back on, and maybe all the gears are good, you know, because it was running. In order for it to snap those bolts, it had to be running, you know, freeway speeds or something. So most likely it works, everything's good. It's cherry, it's not pumping the fluids or whatever. I really don't know what the torque converter does to the transmission, but I have a feeling that has to be connected. So let's get started, you guys. I already lost too much time talking about this. Let me get this started. Alright, you guys, so right now I'm just gonna push it back a little bit so it's on the cloth that I put under there, just because it's dirty, and I'll jack it up. Remember, guys, safety first. Make sure that shit don't fall on us. Woo. Alright, you guys, this is what you're gonna need. It's gonna be a 5/16. Focus there. 5/16, 3/8 ratchet. I got two extensions here. They're just together, but you're just gonna need one. You're gonna need a smaller one, 3/8, and a size 15 for the bolt. So those are the tools we're gonna be using. Okay. The 5/8 is for the crank, so you could crank over the motor so the flex plate sits, aligning the bolt where the bolt goes on the torque converter, basically. So yeah, that's what you need. And the 15 is obviously for the bolt on the torque converter. So yeah, let me set you guys up inside the engine, under the engine, and then go from there. Alright, you guys, hopefully it's recording. So we got to take off the starter to begin with, so that's why I got these long ones, you know. Have it easy peasy. I don't remember, it's 15. I think it's 15. What? You're gonna need a number 14, which I also brought, but I didn't tell you guys about until right now. Brought a 14 just in case something like this would happen. There you go. 14 millimeter. You want to make sure your battery's disconnected when you take off your starter, because you do have a hot wire coming down to it from the battery to the starter at all times. My battery is dead, so I really don't need to worry about it. But if your battery is still good, maybe you're just replacing your starter or something, or it broke barely, the bolt that we're replacing on right now barely broke on you, and your battery's still good, you might want to disconnect it before you mess anything. What the heck? Alright, you guys, so as you guys can see right here, see how it has like the bolt in right there? Here. That's another bolt that's broken in there. I gotta make it to a third one, guys. On top of it has a bolt in there. You'll see right here. It's the missing bolt there. Trying to line it up with that hole right there. So that's the plan. I can't get it on from here, or we had to remove the starter. So you can probably see right there. Remove the starter. So now we got a clear view of the holes on the torque converter and the flex plate. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do right now. And surprise, surprise, we're gonna need a 10 mil. Just take that little plate off. Alrighty, you guys, so it is done. I put on, like I said, it's just one bolt. The ones are broken in there, so I gotta remove the torque converter and the flex plate anyway. It's just to see if it runs. I gotta jump it with a battery, put it in this one, start it up, see how it runs. But yeah, here goes nothing. Alright guys, so the torque converter is still loose, but check this out, you guys. Put it in drive, move on, it moves on its own, you guys. It's totally awesome. Giving me issues, so that's the next thing on the list. But it runs now. Yeah. The transmission is slipping, I guess. I don't know if I need to put fluid or something. But V6 is running, you guys. All right, guys. So the truck runs. At first my dumbass didn't check the oil level on the transmission, so I got it running and it moved back and forth. That's the video you guys saw. Then I took it down the block, came back up, and going halfway down it neutralized itself, and I was like, oh shit, maybe the tranny is bad. Came back, parked it, ran through the gears, then I put it in reverse. And it took me a while to move it back. And I was like, damn, it's just been idling for maybe 20 minutes. And it wasn't moving all that well. I had to step on it. And then I'm gonna check the transmission level. Of course, it was low. So I went ahead and filled it up, topped it off, and it drives. All right, so first, second, third, and fourth, all the gears go through. Reverse goes real smooth now. It's topped off where it needs to be, you know, started up, it moves and everything. Right now, this is the closing of this video. It's just for anybody that's out there, because I went online, YouTube, Google, forums, everything. Nobody could tell me anything, right? I would put up, you know, 98 GMC, no, sorry, 98 C1500. No gears, transmission's dead, everything that I could think of. Put it in gear and it's neutral or whatever. Some people were saying, I think the 96, it has issues with a computer and it won't let you shift. And so basically at the end of the day, a lot of people have hella issues with the Force L60s, but nothing compared to mine. So if it helps anybody out, the torque converter and the flex plate were not connected to each other. Therefore, when the engine was turning, the torque converter wasn't turning. And I guess the torque converter it cycles the fluids through there. So maybe it wasn't building pressure or something with the whole rest of it. So now it does. It's working. Upcoming video, removing the transmission, fixing the flex plate, getting a new one, and we're gonna see the torque converter is fine because it's shifting. There's no problems there. It's just broken bolts in there. We're gonna see if we drill them out. If not, we just end up getting a new one. But like I said, this is a budget build, so we're trying to save as much money as we can because it's $200 just for the torque converter. Unless you go to a shop or whatever and they'll sell it to you cheaper for a remanufactured one. But we're not trying to do all that. If we can fix it, we fix it. If not, then we'll just get a new one. But yeah, you guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned. As promised, we started working on the V6. After the whole issue with the transmission is done, alternator's on there, and next video is probably gonna be a full tune-up. Spark plug cables are all bad and stuff. It's been sitting for a long time, so spark plugs might be bad. Fluids in there, you know. It has a brand new oil filter. Oil looks good, but I'd rather just replace everything just to make sure everything's on point. So yeah, you guys, basically we're just gonna get that out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and replace the oil, coolant. We're gonna check for thermostat as well. It's been sitting for too long, so we want everything working fine. AC running and cherry blowing cold. And once it's running to the point where I could start it up every day and take it out and drive it around, right, then it's tires, suspension, freshening up the wheels, which is going to be content for you guys if you guys are interested in how to polish your aluminum wheels. A video's coming up on that. Then we're going to get it tinted. You guys know already, all my vehicles are tinted. We got to get it tinted ASAP once I start driving it. Probably doing another video of pick and pull, going to pick and pull and looking for a rear bumper. It doesn't have one. It had a nasty roll pan with a Corvette lights in the back. So we're gonna go for a smoothie up front and back. So we're gonna go look for those. And oh, and the muffler, we gotta fix the muffler. As you guys heard it when I started up, it's open headers. But yeah, you guys, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. If it helped you guys today's video, if it helped you guys on fixing yours or kind of going through it, seeing if that's the same issue as you guys have, it's a possibility. I was gonna go ahead and dump some money on a new transmission and just get it over with, but it cost me $5 to figure out it wasn't the transmission. Well, yeah, you guys stay tuned and see you guys in the next video.